Hey guys, today we gotta answer this question, so let's take a look. So the question is, which of the following is an example of reproductive isolation? So as you can see, we got four options, A, B, C, D. So you can pause the video and read them, and let's read them as well. So option A states that two populations of finches that cannot produce viable offspring. This is the option A, the first one. Option B states that it's about two populations of finches that have different feather colors. The third one, option C, states that it's about two populations of salamanders that live in different lakes. And the last one, option D, two populations of salamanders that have different tail lengths. So should we get the answer? The answer is option A, the first one. This is the correct one, as you can see. So it's about two populations of finches that cannot produce viable offspring. So let's take a look at some explanation of that, or at our solution to this question. So first of all, reproductive isolation is a biological and evolutionary phenomenon that prevents two species from successfully reproducing. So this means that they cannot produce offspring, or the offspring is not fertile even if these species had a common ancestor. So therefore, additionally, as a result of reproductive isolation, each species keeps its genes and features. So as you can see, this phenomenon is best exemplified in two populations of finches that cannot produce viable offspring, which is our option from our list of options, because these refer to the barriers for different species to reproduce or produce viable offsprings, which is the focus of reproductive isolation. So therefore, option A is the correct one. So this explanation just leads us to the first option, option A, that states that it's about two populations of finches that cannot produce viable offspring. So actually, that's it. Thank you for a question. I hope it helps you a lot. Have a nice day and see you next time. Bye bye.